Is it time?
Man, I can't find this jersey. I can't. You know, I'm gonna say, you know, I got Bryce Young, man. He versus the first two, weeks of this season, this year, he has made a 180 to his game. His confidence is a lot better, and he played with heart. He played with heart, and he played his ass off yesterday. And I will say that. We played but keep in mind this is a very mediocre Saints team, in which I have to rant, Shanti. I have to rant on this. Why Saints players, Saints fans, why they acting like their it don't stink either? Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like the Panthers ass. Okay, the Panthers ass. Y'all right there. Y'all on the we on the left cheek. Y'all on the right cheek. I want y'all to
Two
understand
cheeks
this.
of the
On the
same
right cheek.
ass. Yeah, I that one they lost me on that one too. Because brother, coming into the game, you had one more win than what we had. How is it all of a sudden now? What I will say is it irks me because now we become that team in the NFL where like, oh, you lost to the Panthers, bro. Oh, it's all over with. But you know what? That's cool. You know that's cool. We the pink slim demons from here for the rest of the season. All you motherfuckers that got something to say. Guess best believe. But put like this, y'all. Put your paycheck on it. Put your paycheck on that. You feel me? Put it on the line every week. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do a WWE style, bro. Loser gets fired. Loser gets fired. That's how we gonna
Hey,
do this then since it's like that.
hey, listen. Hey, Dennis, you know what I'm saying? Michael Thomas talking crazy. Well, really, he was going crazy about I think he was talking about Derek Carr though, the whole time. But don't know how that situation went. But man, this is a good win. I mean, I always, no matter our record, no matter where we stand, I love whooping the ops ass. I love whooping New Orleans ass. We might not get Atlanta ass or Tampa Bay, but as long as it's the Saints, I'm good with it. What's I got? Excel. Got the right dollar bill. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Um, Coker getting long. JT Sanders,
He showed up to the
bruh,
party. I've been waiting
bruh.
on him. I've been waiting to see him. He showed up to the
About
party.
time we got a tight end. I thought Trimble would Trimble flash, but Sanders said, "Fuck that move. I got it."
Hey, nah,
Ian Thomas don't know why he's still Ian
he's
Thomas.
essentially an extra left tackle at this point, brother. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I can find. That's that's what I've understood. That's what I feel like we all understand. He is an extra blocker. That's all.
that
That's
brother got
all it
email.
is.
That brother got emails or something. Like
Not facts.
I think it's what him and Shaq Thompson the only ones from the Rivera era still here, and
Yeah,
Jensen, our lone snapper. Like this is insane. Out of everybody
yeah.
that's still here from the Rivera era, Ian Thomas,
Those
Ian
guys being the
Thomas is still
ones
here.
like
Is that what now?
I said those guys being the ones, bro. Like,
Right.
but to speak on Bryce, dog, I've appreciated the past couple weeks him being willing to let his receivers have a chance at the ball. And the first two games, you wouldn't have seen this. You wouldn't have seen him standing there against a pass rush like that, breathing down his neck. He would have tucked tail and ran or took a sack. He gave his guys chances. JT Sanders, the big plays that he made were off of the deep balls that Bryce stood in the pocket and delivered even in the face of pressure. Not interception, but a big pass interference call. Also, the JT Sanders happened because Bryce is giving his guys chances. Playing with a bit more confidence. You can see it growing. It's still incremental. It's not all there. If I'm anybody that's a Bryce truther, I wouldn't start waving the flag and you know what I'm saying, staking claim just yet. I think it's growing each and every week, and that's what we all want to see. I don't think anybody's rooting for the kid not to work out, but we can still tell that the confidence isn't always there. Um, when they trust him to let it fly, I appreciate the fact that he's not holding back and he's letting the thing rip. XL being one of the best red zone targets in the NFL, like I'm standing on that. He's probably a top five red zone threat in the league today because everything he's doing his workout is in the red zone. The more we have to see from XL is, bro, convert on the big time plays in between the 20s. because you've yet to make one of those plays. You had one against Denver that you dropped. You claimed the sun got you, and I understand that. But then this past weekend, you get it taken from you, big dog. I mean, he went in your crib, in your fridge, took your food, and said it's mine. Now look, I ain't tripping. I'm doing Michael Irvin. I ain't tripping. I just want you. What are you gonna do about that? That's what I want to know.
You hit the
But
Michael Irvin. You hit the Michael Irvin on man. X, yeah. So just the biggest, yeah. My just nitpick by X. You just gotta get his run after catch together. Get your run after catch together, bro. And I feel like he be damn near complete. Okay, all the plays really been in the red zone, bro. He other than that, he'll be a good top 15 receiver, bro. He can get the separation. If he can just get his hands and get the run after the catch together, he'll be all right. Coker, man,
brother, hey,
this brother here.
he's usurping the expectations that I had because there was the screen pass we threw to him yesterday. See, if you were just a regular guy, all right, you may get the first down, but you don't continue to break it off and continue to do the things that he's doing. Jalen Coker is starting. Now, I'm not gonna crown anybody anything just yet. We're gonna wait to the end of the year and we're gonna have to take some time with this. But he's a bit more than just a nice receiver. Like he's to me, he's starting to display that. And if you start looking at his production in college, which at Holy Cross the production doesn't really move many people, especially when it comes down to scouts. But then I look at the combine results. Well he only ran like a 4.5, but then he had a 45-inch vert. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but that's peak athleticism. Then you start talking about some of the things he's able to do on the field, brother. He is able to find his way open through technical skills as a route runner. Like that's where he's finding his openings, and he has the athleticism, more athleticism than people gave him credit for coming out of school. He's turning into something, and I think with JT Sanders, Xavier Legette, and Jalen Coker, this is a group that fans can get behind. And I think all the Panthers fans have been hoping and wishing for is a reason to invest time and energy into this team. And those three guys make it very easy for me to watch every Sunday and every snap and be like, well, even though it wasn't great today, it's probably gonna be better tomorrow. And I think that's all Panthers fans have wanted since the beginning of this.
Yeah, I think it's the first time in a very long time, man. I ain't really change anything. I ain't really want to change the channel, you know what I'm saying? I was on the road, but I had like on a live stream and everything that I just listened to it. But I mean, I think majority was like just the play calling a little bit with Dave Canales. I don't know if Dave Canales got beef with Bryce because he still have yet to commit to play Bryce moving forward, but I think that's horse crap. I think Dave knows that Bryce has done a complete 180 versus what we saw the first 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I think the game is kind of slowed down for Bryce. So it's just, hey, you know what I'm saying? Even the biggest Bryce hater, you gotta respect how he played yesterday, no matter what. And I was one of them. I was one of the haters. I turned. I gave up. I was like, for what I saw the first 2 weeks, I'm like, bro, ain't no way. This is it. It's over. So hey, let's let Bryce finish it out, brother. How you think on that?
I'm all for that. I think now it's we've seen too much that the team is starting to galvanize behind them again, which is what we wanted to see. And this is the best route for us to take as far as our future. What future do we have if Andy Dalton finishes the rest of the season? Nothing. We know Andy Dalton won't be here either next year. We know he won't be here next year, and we know he's not the future. The team, the younger guys. I think the more that we're playing with Deontay Johnson getting traded and Adam Thielen likely on the way out the door as well, either in the offseason or at the trade deadline. What good does it do to play with Andy Dalton? It doesn't. The only way I was ever going to be keen on playing Andy Dalton is if he was going to continue and build on that the Las Vegas Raiders performance. But once it started looking like it did against Chicago, then I started seeing the things that I've seen like in the weeks following that. I no longer had any use for him as far as playing for my football team. Give the fans and give everybody a reason to want to buy into this team again. And mind you, Bryce still may not be the guy. I'm not full fledged on the Bryce train saying that he's figured it out. He's done it. We're all good. He may very well still get replaced next year, regardless of what happens throughout the rest of the season. but at least let us see and let us be able to determine as a fan base whether that's the case. Now, whether what they decide as far as coaches in the front office, that'll be on them. But at least let us continue to see the growth that he's able to make, and he's definitely gotten a lot better. Dave Canales, I will say this, and I'm not off of Dave Canales as a play caller, but I will say I don't know how many times you're gonna keep calling 3 to 4 plays behind the line of scrimmage before I come down there and do it my damn self, dog. I'm gonna go and keep it high with you. Like you starting to piss me off. You on my pissed off meter right now, brother. You wasn't on there at first. You've entered, you've entered the race, and now your meter is kind of is right. The stadium's shaking, bro. The stadium post is shaking, but we can't hear anything because you about
He
to
might
piss
be
me off.
neck, but play calling, he might be neck to neck with Dog Loggins when we.
Ah, like I think I get to escape that at least on a Sunday. I know. I said we may not win, but at least the play calling should be better. Hell, bro, you going neck to neck with them. People are comparing you to Frank Reich. I won't say names, but people are comparing you to Frank Reich, brother. And the only thing that's probably saved you this far is that you drafted Xavier Leggett, you brought in Jalen Coker as a UDFA, and you drafted JT Sanders. Simply what you've done as far as personnel has made me believe. But what I will say is Jalen Coker only played 24 plays yesterday, and I saw too much of David Moore than what I would like. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Why brother Jonathan Mingo is a tight end now. He's only in here to inline block. He don't do nothing else. Brother, I know the play call when Jonathan Mingo's on the field. Who you threatening with that? Ooh, like what the fuck? Ooh, yeah, because I'm so scared of the Jonathan Mingo slant route. Yeah. Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots, brother. I'm pressing up, and I'll sit inside until y'all throw that ball. Cause y'all not gonna do it. So I'm gonna commit 8. I'm gonna go engage it every time Jonathan Mingo and David Moore on the field. Play engage 8. Engage 8. Fuck it. They ain't
Has Bruce scored a touchdown yet?
who
Okay, X got four already. X
who
got
who.
four already. I mean, I remember seeing tweets y'all compared Mingo to X. You know what I'm saying? Calling him a Mingo clone. I remember that. Oh, I remember those tweets. That shit quiet. Hey, Shanti, that shit quiet in the motherfucker now. I ain't seen not one Mingo comparison in shit. What? Ever since X started getting on the field, I ain't see that comparison no more.
Secret? Just a little secret. There was nothing to ever be compared. I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna get into the receipt battle, bro, because people can pull. We can pull receipts on any and everybody. And speaking of receipts, some receipts have started to be pulled on the Bryce Young front. I'm here to say I don't believe that the benching of Bryce was dumb or it was premature. I believe that Bryce, the way he was playing those first 2 games, was going to get himself hurt and was going to hurt the team. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of hard to keep faith in a guy that you just lost 47-10 with, and then you follow up with 3 yards total. No, sorry, with 3 points total and 86 yards passing. It's kind of hard. We were kind of asking a lot for Canales to trust that to keep moving forward. I think the benching helped Bryce reset, recalibrate, and and see what he was doing wrong. Sometimes you need to take a step back to step forward. I think him having to sit, watch the film of the first 2 games, and see what is it that I'm not seeing, what is it that I'm not doing that's hurting me and is getting our asses beat, like we stole something in the first 2 games. Like what am I doing? And I think he's been the total opposite of that, and I think that has to be contributed to the benching. Whether we feel like it was great coaching or whatever, it was at least a shot in the arm for Bryce to say, "I got to get it together." So at least we have to respect the fact that Bryce took it and used it in a positive manner than what many people would have, would have been led to believe, while
Yeah, and you could tell Bryce was raised in a good home, man, for real. Like his parents, taught him to always, be positive no matter what. He's a good kid, bro. He's a really good kid. Talk like, sounds like Michael Jackson, talks like Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? But Bryce, he always, he ain't let it discourage him. It's just he was just like, hey, I gotta be better. You know what I'm saying? And and we talked about this earlier this year. Bryce is not safe from criticism. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to get criticized. The Frank last year, 110% this team's fault from start to finish. From the owner and everything, we did not set up Bryce to succeed this year. We went above and beyond. I say this again, above and beyond to get him protection. Um, and we got him protection, but it wasn't clicking the first 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So now going forward, let's bounce. Let's get him going against the Giants. This will be another confidence boost game up there in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him going. I think we got to buy out to that, something like that, maybe. Got to buy out to Germany, regroup. We're not beating the Chiefs. We're not beating the Chiefs. That's not happening. We do not have the defense. That's really the only downfall about this. We do not have the defense just to. We only can compete with mediocre teams. If your offense is mediocre, we might put up a fight with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you got an all out high power offense, we're not effing with you. We can't mess with you.
Not
You know what I'm
not
saying?
in the slightest, but like I said, like I said, going into Germany, I imagine Bryce would get the start, right? Like we all would assume that Bryce would be named the starter. If that's the case, you do have to watch out for the fact that the Giants are able to get to the quarterback, and they competed well against the Washington Commanders yesterday as well. At least at the time of that we're recording this, they're a solid team. They're a struggling group, much like us, but I see what they're trying to build, and they just don't have the offense for it, of course. So again, like you said, for us, that's a matchup that works out in our favor, at least before the game starts. Because when it starts, maybe we'll see the results as they come in. But I think winning against the Giants would do wonders. It'd do a lot. Back to back wins, like all right, you won one, all right, but you get back to back wins with a young quarterback, and you got three rookie pass catchers. I think, bro, I think the tune that will be sung on Mint Street is gonna be hilarious to see because fans are gonna believe, brother. If they win next week and they get to 3-7, this fan base will start believing. I know them all too well. They're gonna be on some protect the bank, and then you got Kansas City coming in next, brother. They are going to put up the hype videos we will see, but are gonna be masterpiece type work. I'm already knowing this fan base is gonna go all in. We are very much a starving fan base. We are itching and grasping at straws. Get a win against New York and see once you see the greatest edits on TikTok that you've ever seen.
And yeah, I'm just gonna use the same thing that we used South Carolina, bro. Panthers just compete, man. Compete, keep it close. You know what I'm saying? I'll be cool with us finishing five. What would be 5-12, 6 and you know what I'm saying, 6-11. Let's just bring something into next year. I mean, we ain't gonna have no winning record. That's dead. That's out the road. But let's build this up the right way. Let's just compete. You know what I'm saying? Bryce, hell, maybe Bryce will have a Teddy Bridgewater like moment against the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Remember Teddy Bridgewater went toe to toe with
You
Mahomes. You know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
Again, this is why I am all the way in on playing Bryce for the rest of the year because we football is a every week, every snap counts. That's the type of game it is, and you really don't know what can happen unless you let it happen. So I'm all for playing the kid and seeing what is it that we could possibly accomplish with him at the helm. And again, if you go in and beat New York next week, the tune that we're gonna sing as fans is gonna be a lot different. Because think about this past weekend. South Carolina won and the Panthers won. How nice has it of a weekend has it been for you? Like just on a
And Clemson lost. You forgot Clemson lost. But yeah, bro, you right. You right. I mean, it is rare. It is really rare. The Gamecocks win and the Panthers win. And hell, if you want to throw NBA in it, hell, the Lakers won Friday, Spurs won Saturday. Hey man,
and you take this feeling and just disregard anything in the off season or any your front office moves that have to get made. And you just like, bruh, I can live with this. Even though I know we still have a lot of things to figure out in terms of how we want to build this team for the future and contracts that we got to divvy out to certain guys. I can at least enjoy the fact that we won a game. And if he continues to win and continues to put us in position to win, then I can live with that. But speaking of the contracts, though, we got like 4 minutes. We can talk about it. JC Horn, it's time to get paid. It's time to get paid. And the Panthers know it. Chuba Hubbard should also get paid. Because if you saw that touchdown run at the end there,
Top five running back. Don't care what you say. Argue with
top
a
five, top
wall.
five, top.
Top five. Top five running back. Argue with a wall. Argue with your mama. Argue with something else. Chuba's a top five running back. You know what I'm
And look,
saying? JC, top five.
he's at least in the top 10. If you don't want to put him top five, you at least got to tell me top 10, my boy. So I mean, here's the thing. And develop where. I have to ask you. I beg you guys to answer. Where was he developed? Here. But but as
Charisma.
you hey, but here's the thing though. You talk about we talk about the rookie pass catchers and all the young talent that's on the offense that showed flashes yesterday. If you're able to then keep guys like JC, like Chuba, and have those guys be the core guys that you continue to move forward with, because you at least have those positions figured out. Chuba's clearly running back number one. Even when Brooks gets back, he's clearly running back number one. And I hope to use Jonathan Brooks in a more Jameer Gibbs like role. If I had to be honest, if we just thinking
I
a
see the vision. I see the
I,
vision.
I see it.
Hopefully he can move like him like that. I know he got his ACL repaired, but I hope he can move like that.
You feel me? A guy that a change of tempo type of back, change of pace back, a guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield has shown that when he gets the ball out in open space, he is a danger. Then you talk about JC, being the staple on that defense right now with Derrick Brown now. When Derrick Brown's not in the game, JC Horn is clearly the best player on our defense. And I respect the guy that wants to compete and wants his team to be great because he wants his respect for his team and his teammates. I wish everybody else could feel the same way. Dave can, you know what I'm saying, as far as stepping up for their team and going to bat for their guys, even when it ain't looking pretty. So, that's what.
Listen, and then one last thing. Draft old boy from Penn State. And then also and also Panthers fans, keep it above. We're gonna draft a Gamecock from the defense. Don't know who. It's either gonna be Nicky Memorial, Kyle Kennard, or Donald Fortune. Maybe Debo. So prepare.
Look,
That's all I gotta
look,
say.
prepare yourselves. I guess, yeah, like you said, Abdul Carter, Penn State. I peep. You were a game wrecker in that one, big dog. You were a game wrecker. Um, Also, yeah, compete, bro. Keep trying to compete, brother. But both of these programs compete. Keep going. Oh man. With that being said, dog, it's Jim Drop Sports. I'm your host, Shotzi Stewart. This is my co-host, A. Smith. D. Get better soon, my boy. And we out.